guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start off by priming our face. We are using the Benefit Porefessional primer, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it all over my forehead, my cheeks, my chin, and my nose. And then I'm gonna start off by applying my foundation. I am using the MAC in 8.5, and that is the Matchmaster. And then I'm gonna mix it in with the Maybelline Mousse Airbrush Finish in Cocoa. As you can see, it's a little bit darker, but it will oxidize and blend in with the rest of my skin, as you can see right now. And then next, I'm going to go ahead and grab the NYX eyebrow pencil, and I'm just using the spoolie end, and then I'm just going to comb through my brows to get them prepped. Okay, so I'm using this eyebrow gel by NYX, and it's pretty good. It's in the color Espresso. It's pretty dark because it's the fall. So I like to go a little darker, and I'm just taking an angled brush from the Real Techniques, and I'm just going to apply it to the tip of it. It's, you know, less messy and it's really easy. And then I'm just going to go ahead and you'll see me fly through this. I'll do a separate video on my eyebrows once I get it down how I like it. So, and I just follow the line of my brow, and I take the spoolie end again and just comb through it, fill it in using the other tip of it, and just conceal my brow bone using this concealer by LA Girl. And I'm going to do the top and the bottom just to shape my eyebrows, and then take the beauty blender, or you know, the sponge, and blend it out. And then I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me concealer and also that same LA Girl concealer, and I'm just concealing my under eye, my forehead, my nose, and my chin. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is take that same blender sponge and then just blend out the concealer underneath my eyes, and then I'll go ahead and I'll do my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And then I'm going to go ahead and set it using this Bin 9 banana powder. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. And I'm just going to go ahead and bake my under eye and just let it sit there while I'm completing my other face. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just dab the remainder residue on underneath my cheekbone, just to make my contour stand out a little bit more. And then I'm priming my face with an eye primer by Urban Decay. I'm going to do the top of my lid and underneath my lid. Then next I'm just going to apply some tape because I just want to help angle out the shadows, and I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills Lavish palette, and I'm applying the shadow, it's called Sienna, all over the top of the lid. Well, not on the lid, but in that crease to help, you know, blend for other colors. Then I'm going to go ahead and use a color by ColourPop just to deepen that crease line, and I'm using the Super Shock Shadow in Central Perk. It's a pretty red. I'm using a fluffy brush to comply it. It's pretty awesome. I love using the Real Techniques brush. It really does blend these shadows seamlessly. Then next I'm just going to use this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean, I believe, and I'm just lining it up, or not really lining it up, but I'm just applying it to the corners of the eyes, you know, over the tape, just so that we can just have to deepen the black shadow that I'm using right here. I'm using the Smashbox Full Exposure and just using the black color, and just over that NYX Jumbo Pencil I'm just gonna wing out my shadow a little bit, and it just helps deepen the color when you apply a base over a color, especially a black color. I forgot what this brush is called, but basically I'm using one of the pointed brushes. I believe I got this, I'm not sure where I got it, but I'll list all the information down below. And I'm just blending it into the top of the lid. As you can see here, I'm just doing short strokes. And then I'm peeling off the tape, and as you can see, my shadow is winged. And then I am going to use a fluffy brush and just blend out so that we don't just have a straight line, because it is kind of a smoky look. And then we're just gonna blend what we applied earlier from ColourPop, that Central Perk, and with the black. It just blends it in when you just continue to blend, because you don't want any sharp lines anywhere. If the more you blend, the more that it looks perfect. And then I'm just applying more of that Central Perk on there, because I want it to transition from the black to that color. And then I'm using the two colors here, also by ColourPop. And what I'm using I'm using my fingers, and the first shadow that I am using is also by Super Shock Shadow, and it's called Coconut. I like using my fingers to apply it because just on the top of the lids, especially the shimmery ones, it applies easier, and you get the full effect when you use your finger. Then I go in and I use the other color, Rex, in the inner corner of my eyes, and as you can see, it just makes the color pop more when you mix the two colors together. And then I'm blending in more of that Central Perk color, because I don't want the shadows to overshadow that color, because that is one of the main focus of this look, is that color. And then I'm using my inner corner, and I am applying a highlight. I don't remember what color I was using, but if I remember, I will put that down in the description bar below. Then I'm using this brush by Delium Tools, and I'm just wiping away that banana powder. And then as you can see, my cheeks are highlighted from us setting it under my eyes. Then I'm using this color, this bronzer by CoverGirl, and it's an ebony bronze. I really like this color. It warms up the face, and as you can see my cheekbone right there when you suck it in. That's where I use to contour, as a guide to contour my cheeks. I'm going to contour using like an E, a shape of an E. So you have your cheeks, your under your jawline, and then on the sides of your temple. And as you can see, as I'm applying this, it's warming up my face, because my face was looking a little bit washed out from the banana powder. The brush that I'm using, I don't remember where I got it from. I think I ordered it off of Amazon. It was it's a no-name brush, so using a brush similar, a stiff brush, that's very easy to contour. You can use any brush that you need. I'm also using that same brush and bronzer and contouring my nose a little bit, just to warm up that nose area. And next, I'm also using another ColourPop product. I'm using a highlighter, and I think it's called Avalon. I love this color on me. I use a sponge to apply it instead of my fingers, because I think I get too much when I use my fingers, but when I use the sponge, it applies it so perfectly, and I apply it to every place that I use to where I highlighted or use the concealer. So I'm using that same jumbo pencil, and I'm just lining my lower line, and I'm going to use that same black powder and blend it out, because obviously it's supposed to be a semi-smoky look, so you want to make sure that you blend it out using a powder, and it's just to help darken the shadow and it'll stay put. And I'm using an angle eyeliner brush to kind of like give it some, just wing it out a little bit in the inner tear ducts. And then I'm taking that same color that we used before in the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, Sienna, and just warming up the eye underneath. So I'm going back into that Anastasia palette again, and I'm using the color Orange Soda, and I'm going to use this to highlight my brow bone. This is one of my favorite colors to use under my eyebrows. It's a matte color, and it just it's just a good color to highlight with under your brow bone. I use this almost all the time, and majority of my eye looks is just, it's perfect. Then I'm using this color by NYX. It's a blush. I've had this for a while. It's one of my favorite colors. I forgot the name of it again. And I'm just using a blush brush by e.l.f. And I'm getting a lot of products because it's kind of hard to pick up this color from, it's just very hard to pick up. So I had to get a lot in, as you saw. And I'm just dabbing it on my cheeks between the highlight and the bronzer. I only had to go in once. I did not have to reapply. So there you go. It's really it's a nice color, especially for dark skin tones. I'm using this eyeliner brush by, I believe it's e.l.f. Again, I really like this brush. It helps me get a nice smooth wing line. And I'm using the product by L'Oreal. It's the Blackest Black one. One of my favorite eye gels. And as you see that I start off with the wing, and then I go from inner corner to the rest of the wing. And I just clean it up a little bit. I really focus my time on this one because I like my wings to be a little bit perfect. So sorry if you guys hear a baby in the background. That is the baby, and she's unhappy. And then I'm going to do the other side, same process. And then I am using the mascara before I prep for my lashes. I'm using the Slayla lashes by Makeup Slayla by Flutter Lashes, one of my favorite lashes to use. I'm using the dual glue, and I start from the middle when I apply my lashes. I place it, and then I start from the inner corner and then the outer corner. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I went ahead and I forgot that I was recording, and I started placing my lips on, but I'm using this color by Colored Rain. I love this color. I believe it's called Sugar, and I'm using the BFF liner from ColourPop. There's a lot of ColourPops in here. I really like their products. So just to switch it up, I am using Rain Fever by Colored Rain, and you can also wear this look with a darker look. And this one is kind of patchy, so I had to apply it 2-3 times just to get the look that I want, and I forgot to line my lips, so it looks kind of messy, but the end result is very nice if you just go over it nice and neatly. And then there you have it. I really like this look, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, comment, and see you guys next time. Oh, and don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, and also you can follow my daily vlogs here on YouTube, The Fortunes Daily. Thanks guys, love you.